After years of negotiation and hand-wringing, the online advertising and marketing industry has failed to come up with a means to protect consumers' privacy, and now technology may be doing the job for them, but it won't be pretty, says John Bussey, author of WSJ's The Biz column. He is right here beside me. Hi there.
Hi.
So, consumer groups have long wanted to basically have a do not track function so that these ads, that they know where we go online, they see what we're looking at. I have stand-up paddleboarding ads following me from every site that I go to, right?
Yes.
They know what we're doing.
Yes.
They want to protect us from this.
Right. And the marketing companies are putting cookies on your computer,
right,
and they're tracking kind of where you go. So the third-party marketing outfits then sell the data to advertisers. It's a big business. So the Fair Trade Commission and consumer groups have for some time wanted to have a do not track function, or better yet, in the case of the consumer groups, a blocking function. And the industry has said, look, we'll negotiate with everybody and we'll try to come up with a self-regulatory mechanism. And pretty much that's just kind of fallen apart.
Right.
Now, the industry would say, hey, wait a second, we are protecting consumer privacy.
Because you can opt out.
Yes, that's right. You can go to this website, your ad choices. You see those icons on ads, ad choices.
Right.
You can click on there and you can go through a process and opt out of being tracked. That means that you actually won't get the advertisements. But
they still get the data, though.
They're still getting the data. You're
right.
still actually being tracked. You're just not getting the advertisements. And the truth of the matter is that website is kind of there to really pitch you, to convince you that behavioral ads are okay. It's not an easy place to navigate through for a consumer to opt out.
Let me ask you this, and the consumer groups say the harm to this is what? Let's walk through this. I mean, aside from perhaps I feel very annoyed if I see the same ads every site that I go to, and I feel a little bit icky, like somebody's sort of watching everything I do. The harm could be where?
Well, the harm is, in the consumer group's mind, a privacy issue. Nobody should be putting cookies on your property, on your computer. Nobody should be following you to websites that you might not want folks to know that you're seeing, for health reasons, for political reasons, for all sorts of reasons. The industry says, now wait a second here. We're being paranoid about something that really is not a problem. We're just following the machine. It's anonymous. It's not tied to you. But the truth of the matter is the machine's in your house. Technology is probably going to kind of one-up this whole process.
Do what the industry groups couldn't do.
That's right. Or wouldn't want to do. And that is, Safari already blocks. You have the option of blocking cookies being placed on your
browser, right?
Correct. Mozilla is talking about making that a default option, which would be a really substantial step forward. Some of the browsers are not kind of at the party quite yet. But the presumption is that between the consumer and pressure from Washington, the browsers are going to technologically solve this problem. And it's not going to be a solution that the third-party marketers like.
Is it going to be, I mean, as you described it, is it going to be an opt-out solution? In other words, I have to take action so this doesn't happen? Or do you think we'll ever head in a direction where we decide to opt in? Yes, I do want to be served up these ads that are going to follow me. I think this is okay. What do you think the direction will be?
Yeah, right now it's kind of both.
Right.
And Mozilla is talking about putting it on as a default option for their browser. So you get the machine from your company or buying it at home. Firefox would be your browser, and it would already be turned on, so it would block most cookies being placed on the computer. And there will be options, plenty of them, if you want to have those behavioral ads, because a lot of people like them. They find them convenient. You're shopping for a refrigerator, you've been sort of cruising the internet, suddenly these ads, tell me what I don't know. And the industry says that, says, look, advertising supports a free internet. It supports websites. You don't want to cut this off because of a presumption of the invasion of privacy. Consumer groups say it's no presumption, it is an invasion of privacy.
Although there are some who would argue just being on the internet, if you actually think you have any privacy at all, you're living in a dream world.
It becomes kind of a philosophical philosophical argument, and the ad agencies come down very strongly on saying that you want to keep this flow of revenue because it's to your benefit in the end.
All right, you and I will go have a beer and talk about that philosophy later. John Bussey, thanks for being with us.